Right, after we finished that food from Mel's, which was pretty good actually, a little bit cold, but that's my fault because Becky was waiting. We're going to do the Universal Monsters Rock and Roll Show. I love the Universal Monsters. I love the Pantages Theatre. I'm hoping this lives up to expectation. Universal Monsters Rock and Roll Show. Let's head inside. Heading into the Pantages. I think this is one of our favourite places. The Pantages at Universal Studios Florida is absolutely fantastic with the horror makeup show. If you've seen our Beijing videos, you know that we loved what was happening at the Pantages in Universal Studios Beijing. That was amazing. Such a good opportunity. So we're heading in here now. This is a little different to Beijing. Beijing was just a random backdrop, but what have we got? We've got Dracula. That's from Dracula, 1931.
That's not real, is it?
As worn by Helen Chandler.
That's real.
From 1931? I mean, looking at that purse, it looks like it's from that era.
Yeah, but is it fake?
Oh, I don't know that. It's quite busy in here. Frankenstein. We've got a Beetlejuice poster over there as well. And I hope we take a walk down memory lane for the Universal Monsters, the franchise that created Universal essentially. This is their horror monster roots, but with a twist, I think. Got movement. And this is Dracula, as worn by Bela Lugosi. Wow. We're in to the Pantages, and look at that set. Look how incredible that looks. We were just saying, this theatre is about 3 times the size of the Pantages horror makeup show theatre.
But the part of the joy of that is that it's so intimate.
That is very true. This isn't quite that show though, so
No.
I don't think this needs to be as intimate.
I agree.
The horror makeup show, the intimacy does make that show, I think.
Beetlejuice. What the hell? Crazy now? Oh yeah. Turn back the hands of time. See me through the I say amen. Get yourself up that low, I say amen. Cause you're in on the town, there's no need to be unhappy. Johnny is really wanting to see it. He's fun to stay at the YMCA. He's fun to stay at the YMCA. 俺のやつは首を長くして待ってなーSuperstitions and catching doors.
Just come out of Universal Monsters Rock and Roll. Pantages, what did you think?
I think I liked it probably more than you did.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think the letdown for me was Beetlejuice's
Everything.
vibe.
Everything? It didn't look
Yeah.
like Beetlejuice as well, that was the problem. The face shape was well off.
The face shape and the hair wasn't.
The hair wasn't.
It was like flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's kind of horrible to say. It was a Japanese guy playing him.
Which you get. Because
Which I get because we're in Japan.
Language-wise as well.
But at the same time, all of the other characters were Westerners.
But I think it's not necessarily about that. It's also about the mannerism,
the vibe, the aura,
the
that
mannerism.
He gives off.
You can't. Whether that's because he wasn't American or not, I don't know. But he like that deep voice, and
the flirtatious
whole thing.
aura that he gives off. Yeah.
Because there was one song where I think it was Wolfman or the other hairy guy was like flirting with the ladies, and I'm like, that should be Beetlejuice who's doing that.
Yeah,
Because that's his whole
That's
thing.
his vibe. Yeah.
So it was off in that way, but the set was really cool.
The set was incredible.
Like it had the doors on it, and it had the flames coming out, and the fireworks. I thought that was really good. And the song choices were a bit odd, but the singing and the dancing was good. It wasn't like off key.
Yeah, the singing and the dancing was very good. It was on point. They were working well with what they had, I think.
Yeah.
And the parameters with which they were given, the script and how the show's put together, I think the performers did a very good job. But basically, I just don't think the show is very good. As a whole, I echo what Becky said about Beetlejuice. The song choices were odd, to say the least. We said before we went in that to each other, like, I reckon there'll be Thriller, Bad, Michael Jackson's classics there. And they had Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. They had It's Raining Men. They had a few that were really odd. I can't remember the rest of them.
Yeah.
But, like, why? Why those choices? And some elements of that just didn't make sense. It was campy rock. And I think it's supposed to be campy rock. But for me, that show just didn't vibe. I think there was a similar show back in Universal Studios Florida, and if anybody wants to correct me, feel free to. I think it was by where Supercharge is now, Fast and Furious Supercharge, because I'm pretty sure that Backdraft and Beetlejuice's Graveyard Jamboree went for Supercharged. And if that is anything like it, then that's not much of a loss, but to replace it with Supercharged.
But I do think if that was in English and Beetlejuice had been the right vibe, I actually think we probably would have come out of that buzzing.
Yeah, maybe, because we do like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
He is my favourite character meet and greet at Universal Studios Florida, and he is on point every single time.
Yeah.
Like, he's danced with you a few times, he flirts with you. He gets in the face of the guys and says stupid things that he just makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's the point of him. So it didn't gel because of those things, I think. But the song and dance part, the performers were good. They were doing a good job for their part.
Like Dracula was really going for it, wasn't he?
He was really going for it. And Wolfman, like, he was putting in a lot of effort.
Yeah.
A lot of effort. But I just probably wouldn't bother seeing it again. Whereas Horror Makeup Show.
Yeah, we could watch
Horror
it
Makeup
again,
Show,
yeah.
I could go and watch it time and time and time again.
Yeah.
And it feels different every time. Even though it's the same script.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah,
different. Because Alex is different. If you know anything about Universal, they give them the generic male and female names, so somebody can be Alex and somebody can be Joe, for instance, right? And you can swap it around, so when they're saying, I'm here with Alex, it can be whatever, right? It's the same in Fast and Furious when you're talking to them. And no matter who you get in that show, you love it.
Yeah.
And they gel so well together, and this just didn't have that at all. Shame, real shame. No, I was hyped for that. We were hyped for that. You said when we were coming in yesterday,
To
didn't
be
you?
honest,
Like,
as much as well, I mean, I don't know if you agree, but obviously the other show, that's the only show.
yeah.
Oh, apart from Sing on tour,
Sing on tour, yeah,
which we haven't seen here, but we did see in Beijing.
yeah.
But in Beijing, we really liked that.
We really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's true.
So I think probably on par with Sing, I'd say. Or you don't think so?
I highly disagree. with
Sing
that.
was much better.
Fantastic. compared
Oh,
to
I
that.
think that was on par.
Agree to disagree. You've got a view here that is rivaling Islands of Adventure's view. Right here at the bottom of the lagoon, Central Park. You can see into Jurassic Park, you can see into San Francisco, Minion Park. Over here you've got Amity as well. This really is a view to rival Islands of Adventure. But they don't have any show here, unfortunately, on the lagoon.
The water is really clean.
It's really clean, it's really clear. I like it. I like this area a lot. The wait times, guys, are still pretty crazy. It's 20 to 4 currently. Becky was just telling me that Jaws is posted at a 90-minute wait. There's so little to do in the park. All you can do is record TikToks. That's all. To be fair, people do that in Florida as well. The amount of people I've seen just pick their phone up in front of them and they're doing like a synchronized dance together like that. I ain't got the creativity to come up with.
You don't have to come up with them. You copy them.
Are they viral things? Are they?
Yeah, like you can
Okay.
learn a dance to somebody else.
Let's reword that. I'm too old for that. I'm too old for
You
that.
are.
I am too old. Jaws is posted at a 90-minute wait. Demon
Which
Slayer.
is basically the only
Chill ride, yeah. What was Demon Slayer last time you checked?
150.
150. So Demon Slayer's 2.5 hours. Earlier on,
Nothing, in my opinion, is 2.5 hours. It's worth 2.5 hour wait.
I would say Hagrid's is. Becky would probably disagree with that.
Yeah.
I would also say Velocicoaster was close to that, but not quite that. But then, because we've done it so often, we don't do 2.5 hour waits. Oh, here we go. We've got a wakeboard time. Look at the Kids Land, 90 minutes, 75, 70, 90.
Oh
Despicable Me, 120 minutes. And then, like, the Halloween Horror Night stuff takes over later. Chucky's Carnival of Chaos, that's where we're going to go next. Forbidden Journey, 120. Flight of Hippogriff, 120. Yoshi, 90. Mario Kart, 120. Jaws, 90.
Demon Slayer, 170.
It's gone up, 170 minutes. Hollywood, 110. Backdrop, 130. This is not normal wait times. This is disgusting.
This is worse than Thorpe Park.
It's awful. It is awful wait times. I think we're going to go and do Chucky, and then we've got to decide what we're going to do, because
we have got a return time for Nintendo.
That's true. We have got a return time for Nintendo, and to be fair, I would happily just go into Nintendo
and not ride
anything, and just do coins and challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like that is a real exploration land, and we haven't explored it properly. So, and we're going to go in there at night this time as well. And Becky is so far behind me in coinage. She wants to try and catch me up, but she won't. She won't.
Yeah, that's because every time you go up to one, you go.
Right at the very front of the park and just off to the side here, we've got Chucky's Carnival of Chaos. Currently posted at a 40-minute wait. Let's see how long this takes. Even the annual pass centre there has got a 15-minute wait. Oh my goodness. Out at the entrance to Hollywood, we have a whole bunch of Minions here. We've got Minion Bride of Frankenstein, we've got Minion Dracula, Minion Mummy. That's not Dracula, that's Frankenstein. This is Dracula, a Minion Wolfman. So we've got the Universal monsters minionized. That's amazing. I think I got to bite the bullet and do Demon Slayer XR. It's the only ride now, big ride, that I've not done in this park. It's 160 minutes for singles, 170 minutes for normal. Disgraceful wait time, but I ain't really got another choice. There's actually a pre-show area here that you're loaded into. They'll show you a little scene on the screen here in front of you before we head into a loading area of sorts. I think this is part and parcel why the wait time is so long, because it's technically only single rider really up to here. This is the ride vehicle that will be going on in just a second. I say we, it's I'm on the single rider queue. But it looks very cool. It's VR, so can't wear my glasses on it, unfortunately. I've just noticed that they are only running the cars with 2 people out of 4 in. So we're essentially running the car at half capacity. This is why it's like 2.5 hour wait. So just come off of Demon Slayer XR, like I said. I wanted to give you a bit more of a wrap up of the actual ride though. I took the glasses off halfway through, or the VR goggles. The actual ride was still lit up perfectly. You could see all of the planets, the stars, everything. It looked beautiful. It looked really beautiful. But they were only loading half of the ride vehicle. And I think they were only loading half of the ride vehicle because of the VR. So what they should be doing is giving you the option to do both of them. If you want to do VR, great, you do VR. If you want to just do Space Fantasy, do Space Fantasy. And then that will keep the queue down a little bit, because then you'd be loading the full ride vehicle. But hey, it is what it is. Right, Becky and I are now heading to Super
Wait,
Nintendo.
I didn't do a wrap up.
What did you do a wrap up of?
I went to go and see Sing on tour whilst I was waiting for this Nugginses.
Yep.
It was pretty much exactly the same as Beijing. Very cool costumes, very good like atmosphere and vibe. They came into the crowd. Very cool actually, I really liked it.
Yeah. Was the theatre as good as Beijing? Or do you not remember the
I
theatre?
don't remember it that well. It was quite good.
Yeah. I liked Sing on tour actually. It was a really good show over in Beijing. Now Becky's done her wrap up, can I say what we bought?
What man?
Right, churro, chocolate chorito it said, and what do they call it? Sausage wrap or something? Sausage pastry? Something, anyway. And an apple
It's a pig in a blanket or the pastry basically.
Yeah, and an apple soda. And this was 1,000.
Which is actually really nice.
Yeah, it was 1,700 altogether?
Yeah.
Something like that?
800.
1,800, yeah, that's correct. So, not too bad. But yeah, we're just heading into Super Nintendo World. I think we're just missing our timed entry by 1 minute.
But to be fair, we're in a massive queue.
We are in a massive queue. We got here on time, technically. Back once again at Super Nintendo World. This time in the night. And there's no queue for the picture. Yeah, but it's only like 10 people. Definitely queuing up to get a picture. Oh, you hear the change. And then we are inside Peach's castle. Ba-bomb, ba-bomb. And then, oh no, it's Goombas and Bowser Jr. No, Bex, you can't just try and get coins everywhere. The first view at night, look at how fantastic that looks. Bowser's eyes are all lit up, all of the question mark blocks are lit up. Looks absolutely fantastic. We're in Super Nintendo World at night. You feeling peachy?
This is how many coins I've got. 1,991. And this is how many stamps I've got. 40 out of 170.
That's a lot of stamps to collect.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to do it. It's all you can do it over your whole lifetime.
I think so. Right, so we're going to just have to keep the Super Nintendo World app forever.
Yeah. Well, it's actually in the
The Universal Studios Japan app. No, what we'll do, once Super Nintendo World opens at Epic Universe, I think, we did ask, we can use these there. So we'll scan them into our one in Orlando, and we'll hope and pray that things will transfer, but they probably won't.
Yeah.
And then we've got more time there at that point, right? We'll have more time to just get stamps.
Well, I'm going to get a stamp now by doing this.
You'll get a coin by doing it.
No,
Oh, you get a stamp?
You get a stamp to say, oh, you played this game. Ching, ching.
Maybe we should do the other game as well.
Maybe. It's getting a bit chilly though.
It is getting a bit chilly. It's getting late as well, and we've been in the park for like 12 hours at this point. So I think we won't. No, we haven't done a lot at all. It's ridiculous. But we won't be in here long. I just wanted to see Super Nintendo World at night lit up, and I'm glad I have, because like Bowser's eyes are lit up, all of the question marks are lit up, the lamps are lit up. Like, it looks nice. It looks really good at night.
Did you notice on the way here to Amity Island?
Amity Island, yeah.
They're two different places.
Well, probably not. I mean, it's a horror Jaws in its own right, isn't it? But yeah.
It was very dark.
It was very dark. Yeah.
Like, not very well lit.
No, the only sign that was really lit up was the Jaws sign.
And the Jurassic Park one.
Yeah.
Like, leading
No actual lights otherwise.
No.
This place is really, really lit up. What's cool is they've got like this floating block here. They've got floating blocks like everywhere. Coins and everything, obviously. Piranha plants. We've got 2 piranha plants next to us here, and there's one over there as well. There's so much like kinetic energy in this land. So much, like so many animatronics as well. Like, I wouldn't necessarily class the piranha plants as animatronics because they don't do too much. There is one just here. I don't know, you can kind of see him poking up over the thing there. He's got a lot of movement in him.
He's the one that's like part of the challenge though, right?
He's part of the challenge, so he's like integral. These guys aren't so integral, but obviously they still need to be moving, otherwise the land doesn't look that good. But we're going to do this challenge here, like a slot machine. I don't know what it is. It's like a slot machine chance game or something, right? It's luck.
Oh, you have to put it on the thing.
I'm not good at these ones, so maybe we'll get a key, maybe we won't. I just want to stand.
I think you get a stamp for trying.
Consolation prize.
Egg.
That's so bad. Alright, Becky's turn. It's fast when you're close. Alright, go on.
Not bad.
We're at 7.
You need to stop getting more coins than me. I thought you said you were going to let me overtake you.
I love this. This will be easier at night, and so that would be easier at night, and so would the timer one as well. Oh my gosh! When the kaplunk came down, watch. Did you see the smoke come out?
That's the one that we've already done? Oh, that's the one that we've done.
Okay, so there's one key in there. There's one key here. There's a fire thing up there. That's cool. Hey, you got an 8-bit Mario. Nice, nice, nice. The other key challenge here, I think it's a key challenge, but I can't see a key anywhere, is one where you've got to like hit the flying turtle guys. Oh, Becky's got her 8-bit Mario, that's the one just here. Oh, you got to hit the blocks, get coins.
Slot machine, 25 I got.
Nice. That means I would have got 25 as well then, I think. Okay. Oh, a pow. Whoa. What? Get the other pow, get the other pow. That one. Oh, you got 2. Okay. Oh, there's a... Got a mushroom. Go on, go on, go on, go on, try it again. There you go. Yes. High five. Oh. It doesn't like Becky and her coinage. Right, but we got one here though. What is he? Bowser! 8-bit Bowser. I can hear it starting to get darker, scarier. Oh, bum 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 bum. Can you do a short? The bombs are going off. Look, 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 he's about to explode. And this one, he's about to explode. Oh, wow. This is amazing because they're big now.
Do you like him?
Arigato. This one isn't busy.
No, because it's hidden.
Yeah.
Oh, think of all the sounds I'm going to have.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. So we just ate the mushroom and now we're big again. So throughout the land you have so much interactivity. We've got, I think we did this one. So you've got like these hidden ones here. This should be, that's Peach or Daisy or something. Up on the balcony, just up here, and then up here as well, we've got telescopes, binoculars, and And then we've got little blocks everywhere to touch, question mark blocks. We're looking for question mark blocks, and we're looking for hidden, like 8-bit things.
There's not very much downstairs.
There isn't a lot downstairs, no. Everything's basically on the top level. It's only the entrance to Yoshi and Toad Cafe. There's not a lot of interactivity down here. And then you've got the entrance to Donkey Kong Country at the back here, which we've already done that. So that's our last look at Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios Japan. What an amazing land! Probably one of the best lands in the world. But we're gonna go through the exit now and say goodbye to it. They do have a dedicated exit, which is quite nice, so you don't have to go through that horde of people, and you get that full reveal when you go through the warp pipe. You don't have people walking at you, though we did see some people walking at us. Alright, a quick pit stop in Super Nintendo World. See it all lit up at night. What? Oh, we've got Jaws. It's literally right there.
I imagine this part's actually quite loud in Water World. That's a loud show.
Yeah.
So that's there. Jaws is right there.
Flames,
Fire.
fire, explosions, everything everywhere. But yeah, Super Nintendo World all lit up at night. I think, like,
Yeah, it's better at night.
I think it's a better land at
and
night.
Like you said the other day, well, both of the rides kind of are mostly indoors.
Yeah.
So you could do that land at night easily. But
Even Yoshi,
it doesn't make it any quieter at night.
it
so-
does not. At least here. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like. The problem I foresee, these guys are open till 10 p.m, right? Which is, it's a busy park, but credit where credit's due to them.
Yeah.
They do long hours.
But I don't know if that's specifically because it's horror nights.
That's true. Sometimes it's like 9 o'clock. But yeah, I fear that Epic Universe is only going to be open till like 8.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get much ride time on.
But
Or
the
you're
queues will not be like this.
The queues probably won't be like this. I think it will be better managed in Orlando for sure.
I mean, obviously it will for the first few weeks. Everything's going to be crazy.
I think for the
But
first few
once
months.
Yeah. Once things start to calm down and it's like, you know, a more well-established park, it won't be like this.
No, absolutely. But yeah, a lovely land at night. So interactive. We've just gone into complete darkness as we've left
Yeah.
that area.
That's what I meant. This area is so dark.
It is really dark. There's not a lot going on here, so that's a bit of a shame. But it is a shame because it's a beautiful park. This park's great in the day. Super Nintendo World, great at night. There you go. So do Amity Village, Jurassic World, or Jurassic Park even, in the day.
And I think Jurassic Park would also be a really good land if Jurassic
Park River Adventure was open.
I think we would have really liked it in there.
Yeah.
We like it in here, so
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And that roller coaster, it's a bit much, but it's a good coaster. So, yeah,
you wouldn't
it's.
want to be the cast member working in a cart underneath that, would you?
You wouldn't want to be the cast member working in the cart underneath it, but you wouldn't also want to be the cast member having to navigate this place. It's dark. It's so dark. Like, look at this. We're just walking through here at the moment. I want to stop in to one of the shops quickly and see if I can get a t-shirt. Oh, we got a weird demon thing over here. Talk about out of place.
That's it.
Oh, we got another one here as well. That's a really good costume.
I did not know this was together.
I had no idea it was a scare zone.
There's no, like, in most of Orlando, they have a set when you first walk in to announce themselves.
Yeah, they don't have that here at all. What a weird experience HHN has been here. Yeah, so we're just going into Jurassic Outfitter gifts because there was a t-shirt in there that I wanted to buy this morning, and the team member called me fat, basically, and said, I don't think that's going to fit you, but I'm going to try it on.
You're not large.
No, that's what I think. I'm not large, right? Craig, I put on a little bit, but damn. Right guys, I got the t-shirt that she told me wouldn't fit me because I was fat.
So you just try it on.
I tried it on.
Guess what?
It fits.
It fits.
And I also made another purchase. It's a pillow.
Do you know how many pillows we've purchased on this holiday?
Far too many. And it says,
how many suitcases we have?
yeah, not enough. Oh, there is a little set here.
It's only at one end then.
It's only at one end. And this isn't the set to say, oh, this is the scare zone. I think this is the weirdest place for a scare zone, but it's probably the best one.
The most zone one.
Because it's actually a scare zone.
Yeah.
You haven't got people just like crowding around one scare actor whilst they're dancing around. This is a good scare zone. It is a scare zone. It's a very good ride.
Although we said that this park has got like lots of different offshoots, it doesn't take very long to get from the front to the back.
No.
And like in Ireland, it feels like it takes forever to get from Dr. Seuss to like the back of Hogwarts.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Yeah. This is
Maybe because it's hilly as well.
what
Yeah.
Islands is a bit. Yeah. We're getting into the main area of the park now, and this is where the bulk of the Halloween Horror Nights is. This part is a much better experience now.
This part is,
Yeah.
They've also got like all of the stands and actors here are differently dressed than each other.
Yeah.
It's not like you've got like 10 of the same. You've got everyone's in different, which I like.
Yeah, they look good.
They've really taken extra time for the costumes and stuff.
So just up here is where Biohazard kicks out. That's the Resident Evil scare attraction. I can't call it a maze because it's definitely not a maze. I can't call it a show because it's kind of not a show. Let's call it an attraction. It's weird. If you want to check that out, watch the final part of day one when we did that. And it's based on Resident Evil. So you have the Nemesis project come out and basically try and attack people, and they are trying to take him down. Alright, so that is the end of our time here at Universal Studios Japan. We've had 2 days. So if you guys have been following along for both days, thank you very much for bearing with us and coming along to our quite heavily rant-filled videos. Look.
It's a shame because in Orlando we verge on like Universal more than we do Disney.
We really do, we really do.
And same actually in Beijing, we preferred Universal.
Yeah, we preferred Universal Beijing to Shanghai Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Universal definitely usually take the top marks for us, but this honestly is the worst Disney and Universal theme park I've been to.
Yeah, I agree, and that's bit Paris in there as well.
Yeah.
Like, at least in Paris, like we had annual passes to Paris. We went there 4 times in 2023, didn't we? I think.
Yeah.
And whilst Paris is difficult, and there's construction walls everywhere in Studios Park, and there's not too many rides in Disneyland Park, some of the wait times are fine.
Yeah,
Like,
you can break it up, and that's what this is missing.
Yeah.
Even if it had 2 hour wait for everything, at least you can have a boat ride or a dark ride or something to do in between that is not a 2 hour wait.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it just psychs you out. It's like 170 minute wait. What we're going to do now? We've only got 150 minute wait left. Should we do that? No, don't want to do that. We've just done 170 minutes.
Yeah, and even like Becky said earlier, I believe, like in the shows, they don't necessarily like post the show times for everything. Like Chainsaw Man is a wait. It's not a show time. Don't come back at 4 o'clock. You're waiting 70 minutes for it.
So that's like 3 shows worth. 2 or 3 shows
2 or 3 shows worth. You're sitting and waiting because they've only got 1 theatre. It's just an unmanageable, poorly operated park. And that is where it comes down to. The crowds are far too much because they've carried on and carried on and carried on selling annual passes. And the management here, I don't know who's in charge of the park. I don't know if it's coming down from above to just carry on the status quo as is. Whoever is making this decision has made a very poor decision.
And staff here, while some of them have been really nice and friendly, have been much less accommodating than in Disney.
Yeah.
They haven't gone the extra mile.
They've been outright rude in some cases.
They have, yeah.
And it's not on, really.
No.
You know, these parks are cheaper all round than the American parks. But you're still paying, I mean, we paid, I think, nearly £100 for a 2-day ticket. It's like 50 quid a day. It's not a significant amount.
And I haven't done a single ride today.
Becky, no, you
Right? No.
No, you
Chucky.
haven't. You did Chucky. Becky didn't do a single ride today because everything was 150-minute wait. And, you know, like, that is our choice.
Yeah.
You know, Becky's feet are hurting, basically. It's as simple as that. And being in a 150-minute wait, and my feet are hurting, but I'm more like, I'm going to push through.
You're really keen to just tick off. Oh, I've done that. I want to try everything, and I want to say that I've done that. So you just push through and do it. Whereas I can't. That doesn't motivate me. So I'm not going to then stand in a 170-minute wait.
Because you won't then enjoy the ride after.
Yeah, I'll get motion sick, come off it, and be like, well, that wasn't worth it. So I just didn't put myself through it.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate because it's made Becky's day pretty poor because she's had a fairly boring day. It's made my day poor because I've had a day without Becky. I've been in the queues, doing the queues, single rider to try and get the wait times down and things like that. And Becky's just been sat at a restaurant or queuing for food or something like that. And that's the other thing. You're then queuing for food quite
The
a
queues
lot.
for food and the park have been mad.
Yeah. We thought some of the Disney queues for food were bad if you saw some of our vlogs from that, but this is next level. And they don't have everything open at a reasonable time.
And the thing with the Disney queues for food is that they moved really fast. Remember, we used to we were looking at the queues thinking, oh, that's long. But then when you got in it, you were through it in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But here, they are long.
Yeah.
They actually take a long time to get to.
Yeah. It's just a very, very poorly run park with some very tired old rides that need fixing. Fixing isn't the right thing. They just need refurbishing. This Hollywood Dream, the ride, cool ride, but it's old now. You know, it's nearly 20 years old.
And it just doesn't have the capacity that they need.
No,
They need a train twice that long.
they do. Yeah, and they need that. The Demon Slayer VR needs to be actually running both sides.
Yeah, that's
Because
hard.
the fact that it's pulling a 150-minute wait, and they are
That
still
can be hard.
they are still just running one side of each of the cars because you saw the clip. It's back and forward ones. Poor. And And it is very much a locals park, for sure, because there's like tons of anime, tons of Japanese, like, cutesy characters and stuff like that. But then, like, as a Westerner who doesn't understand that anime on Demon Slayer, for instance, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the art of anime and whatever, but I do not care for it. I do not care for it. If they'd have given me the option of the VR one with the anime, or Space Fantasy, I think it was called, I'm sorry if that's wrong, I would have 100% done Space Fantasy.
And then you would have to skip the queue.
Well, even if it was still a longer queue, I would have gone and done it, because I'd be like, well, you know, that's how the ride was built, that's how it's supposed to be. I don't want to see a VR thing. I don't care for it. I took the headset off halfway round because it's boring. People don't understand it, it's all in Japanese. Like, I'm not xenophobic about it. It's like, I'm in Japan, I don't want to listen to Japanese or anything. I don't. If you're trying to give me a story on a ride,
option, then you would rather that.
I would rather have the physical set. And if you're trying to give me a story on a ride that I don't understand, I'm not going to enjoy the ride as much as I could if I could watch the physical sets and view the physical sets. So that was frustrating as well. That was really frustrating. There's a lot of frustrations with this park, and I really, honestly, cannot recommend in good conscience that you come to this park.
It's left us with a bit of taste in our mouth, hasn't it? It's left us on a real, like, low
morale after, like, Disney. We were scared to go to Disney because of the crowds, and we've seen viral images of, like, hours and hours for queues. And we were fine.
Yeah.
We were fine because Disney know how to, Oriental Land Company, who owns that park, it's not actually Disney, know how to run a park efficiently and effectively, and they've not turned around and said, we want money at all costs. They've said, we want the guest experience to be correct. Yes, Tokyo Disney still has issues after the blip, but it is night and day difference between Tokyo Disney and Universal Studios Japan. And this pace is an absolute and I'm going to have to beep something there, but it is. It really is. It just does not work as a park. It doesn't. Which is poor and sad. And
there are a few positives. There are a few things that we have enjoyed.
Jaws.
And Nintendo.
And Nintendo was great as well.
And we're not into the Harry Potter stuff. Well, I mean...
we are into the Harry Potter stuff.
We are into Harry Potter, but it's very samey. The lands are very samey wherever you go, and we've now done, what, 4? 3?
4 of them, yeah.
Yeah, 4. So it's like... And also, the stuff that you get in there is quintessentially British. So like fish and chips and roast dinner and stuff. So that's not really, like, we don't want to waste our time on stuff that's British when we are British. Yeah. So we don't spend a lot of time in those lands, really, do we?
And that's also, side note to that, that's one of the reasons why we didn't buy Express for this park as well.
Yeah.
Because the Express is very expensive, right? It's like, you're talking like, what did we say? It was like £170 or £200 for Express for the day.
Yeah. For like 4 rounds.
For a package. And I don't want to pay that. I would begrudge paying it, but I would pay it, right? The problem is, because their packages are not Express to the full park, like it is in Orlando, here you get one for this ride, one for that ride, one for that ride, one for that ride, right? And most of the packages include one of the Harry Potter rides.
Either Forbidden Journey or
Flight of the Hippogriff. I've done Forbidden Journey in 4 parks. I've done Forbidden Journey probably 20 times, 25 times. I don't want to pay as part of an Express to do it again. It's not worth it. I've even done it here. And that's the thing. I did it here like 8 years ago because I came to this park before, and this is really frustrating for me because this is what kicked off my love of like world-class theme parks. What I mean by that is Universal and Disney. This kicked that off. So to come back here and feel like I do after I'm leaving again, it's really heartbreaking. It really is heartbreaking. And I don't know when we'll come back to this park because I don't want to. No. Like, I want to come back to Japan because I want to go back to Disney. I want to experience Japan again. But the prospect of coming back to Universal Studios Japan, I'm like...
If we ever did do it, it would be for a day. If we had a day spare, we would never consciously go out of our way to come here.
Yeah, exactly. And we would like. We actually said earlier. I said earlier, and Becky was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." Actually, we would probably fly to Japan, fly back via Beijing if we wanted a Disney and Universal.
Yeah.
To get a day or two at Universal Studios Beijing, because the park is just so much better run and they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Management here haven't got a clue. And that's sad because they've been doing this for 23 years.
Yeah,
You
this should be second best to Orlando.
It really should. It was the next Universal park. Well, it wasn't. Hollywood was first, then it was Orlando, then it was this. But it should be. You hear about Japanese people being incredibly efficient, incredibly well-mannered,
and you
etc.,
also hear about
etc.
Disney being the best. Disney's in Japan being the best parks in the world. So
You kind of expect this to be.
yeah, you expect
quite
this
similar.
to be on par. Yeah.
It ain't that. It ain't that at all. So yeah, like I said, cannot recommend in good conscience that you come to this park. Actually, I would actively discourage you from coming to this park.
Especially if you've done other ones. There's nothing here that I would say, apart from Jaws, there's nothing here that I would say you have to come for that one
No.
thing because there's nowhere else.
And Super Nintendo World's coming to Epic Universe
Exactly.
next year, so leave it.
So
Yeah,
there's nothing special here to come out of your way for other than
no, not at all, not at all. Yeah, so on that really horrible, sad note, that's the end of this vlog. That's the end of our Universal vlogs. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry to leave you on a bit of a downer, but hopefully you did enjoy the 2 days and seeing us pull our hair out and get really frustrated for them. I did still enjoy experiencing Universal regardless. It's one of those things, right? If you have enjoyed the video throughout, give thumbs up. Do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. It'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. See you on the other side. Thanks.